Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Russ back, giving us our Madden 17 Ultimate Team, and check this out, man. I told you guys yesterday that we had a banger of a video today. 96 overall, Brett Favre. Obviously, I wasn't able to get him right away. You know, I don't have the luxury of having 20 million coins like Toke and shit like that. We're able to open a shit ton of packs. You know, it's pretty much get the coins and get the best players right away. But I was eventually able to get this 96 overall Brett Favre. I have really wanted to try him. And just that gunslinger chemistry alone, man, I really wanted to try out. See if it worked as well as it did. And you guys can see with chemistry boost, man. Chain mover tier 2. And, of course, his Favre chemistry tier 1. He is a 98 overall. If I got Sterling Sharp and Freeman, I'm pretty sure I could get a 2-tier Favre. And then I could have, like, +1 short, mid, deep, and all that other good shit. So he'd be, like, absolutely unstoppable. I think he's a 99 when you get tier 2 Favre chemistry. But yeah, I ended up doing that set, man. I was waiting for those Ghost of Madden players to drop in price. Finally, they did to a reasonable amount. And yesterday was the last day that you could actually do this set. So I was very excited. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday, the day before. I think it was the 6th that that was the last day you could do it. So I wanted to do it before because I didn't want to have that 92 Favre sitting on my bench, especially since, ironically, I didn't really like that 92 Favre that much. But I heard from so many people that this card is just so beastly. You guys can see he's throwing dots, but Tyrell Williams fumbles right there. He fumbles out of bounds. I go back to Tyrell Williams, and he fumbles at the 2-yard line. That's a fail, man. He fumbled on back-to-back plays. I did not expect that from Tyrell Williams. Obviously, I can't stop going to him because he's so damn good. I mean, I don't know what it is about him, but he catches everything. He always gets open. I love that Tyrell Williams card. Plus, we got, you know, he's chain mover. So he gives us a chemistry, and I don't even mind. Like, you know, some players you have for chemistry reasons, but you don't really like them. You just have them in there because you need them for chemistry. I pretty much like all the players that I have in for my chain mover chemistry. Doyle, I have that tight end Jack Doyle that gives mobile blocker and chain mover, and then I have a jersey, so that doesn't even matter. And then we also have, you know, Favre and Tyrell. So, you know, we're doing pretty good on the chemistry front right now. You guys can see he's trying to send some screamers from the right side. Eventually, I do figure it out. You know, it's not really that hard to pick up edge blitzes. You know, as far as stopping the corner blitz, you know, sometimes they can get that glitchy block shit up the middle if you overload one side. But for the most part, this dude wasn't getting anything crazy, and he was leaving shit open. You guys can see, there he is, Tyrell Williams again. He completely separates from Janoris Jenkins right there on that comeback route, and he ends up going into the end zone. The dude completely failed trying to tackle him. So we do go up 7-0 early. Well, not real early. Before the first quarter ends, we end up going up 7-0. You know, we stopped him. Kind of got fucked by the 2 fumbles, you know, on the same drive. Luckily, one of them was out of bounds, but the second one, Tyrell Williams, you know, it was in bounds at the 2-yard line. So that sucks, but then we end up getting the stop, and then we got the score. You guys can see we're locking up on defense, though. You know, we're sending some pressure off the edge. Xavier Rhodes ends up getting the sack right there. You don't see corners getting sacks a lot. Right there, it is broken up. I think that's Jordy Nelson he was trying to go to. It seemed like he was trying to go to him a lot in this game. But he would not test my user, it seemed like. You know, he wouldn't go over the middle, really. If he saw me near there, he wouldn't go to it. 4th and 14, decides to go for it. Actually runs a nice play and out route, but it was out of bounds, and he did end up pausing the game, and he does end up quitting. Now, so that was game 1. You guys saw a little bit of Favre. Game number 2, just look at this man's team, man. You guys saw my video. If you guys didn't see my video a little bit ago about super teams, this is one of them. 99 Favre, 99 Sanders, 98 Randy Moss. I didn't even know you could get Moss to a 98. You know, until this game, I didn't know. So that's, man, like, what the fuck? Honestly, you know, I'm not scared of somebody until I know their scheme is good. And I could tell this dude, you know, he had a good scheme as far as, you know, being able to, you know, move the ball. But I don't know. I mean, it didn't seem like it wasn't that intimidating. So I wasn't really that worried about it. I was just worried about his receivers just fucking me up, especially since he had wide receiver Dion as well. So, I mean, and Favre. He had his Favre to 99, mine's a 98, so his technically better. Then he hits Deion Sanders on the out route. I was actually playing that route pretty much the entire drive. I didn't expect him to go to it, you know, inside the 20 in the red zone. So, but he did. That was actually a pretty good play. So he ends up scoring. 7-0 is the score in the first quarter. He ends up scoring pretty easily, but usually after the first drive, if I could stop somebody on my first drive, or on my first defensive drive, I feel comfortable because I kind of learn their offense a little bit. And usually when a player is good and I just cannot stop him, then I usually lose. Like, if I can't stop you after the first drive, you know, if I can't stop you on the second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, I'm probably fucked. Is right here. We do chuck it up to OBJ. I'll take one-on-ones with OBJ against anybody really, but right there, Deion Sanders did end up getting this. I almost said sack. End up getting the pick, but it was at the 1. So this dude is stuck at the 1-yard line. He's trying to run a little bit. There's really nothing there. I think Geno Atkins blew that one up. So 3rd and 7. He's looking for something. I know he's looking for drags. There's nothing there. I end up manning up Mel Blount because I knew he was going to go that in route, and luckily he was able to make a nice play. And look at this, man. We end up blocking the punt. I didn't even send like the rush thing. You know what I mean? I didn't send just the block, and we blocked it. So we got a safety. But look at this, man. I fucked up. I don't know what I was doing. For some reason, I thought it was like a normal punt, and dude, I was like shocked about the blocked punt. I was like, what the fuck? Why? I was curious when I went into the end zone. Like, why is this? Why is the play still going? So I just picked it up. I fucked up. That was my bad. Just a pure brain fart for me. So a blocked punt gives us a 7-2. We're still losing, but at least we got a free 2 points. I've only seen that one other time, and it was against my friend Nemo, and he was stuck at the 1 as well. But I didn't send a straight rush, or I didn't try to block the punt either. I'm kind of curious what would have happened if I did send or try to block the punt on that play. I was just too scared he was going to fake it, because honestly, everybody fakes it now, and it seems like anybody can get it. So we are moving the ball down the field, not with ease, but we're getting down there, solidly right there. We are able to throw it over Deion Sanders. I did see that he was running cover 2, and, luckily Odell Beckham Jr. was able to make that catch, and then Jack Doyle does end up cashing in for us. I ran 4 verts. That is one of the most generic plays in Madden. It's not a bad thing if you run it, but if you run it here and there, it can be pretty effective, and I did end up running it right there. I rarely ever run it, like in games and anything like that. I never find myself running 4 verts. Maybe here and there, within a span of a couple games, but I just end up using it right there. I figured it would work, and sure enough, it did. And now this dude is looking deep, and he chucks it up, and Maurice Alexander comes up with the interception at the 7-yard line. So now, up by 2 points. With 1:54 left, we possibly have a chance to go up by 2 scores before the half even starts. So we're in great position right now, especially after the start that we had, just for it to turn around with that block punt. You guys can see we're not getting much going right now. 3rd and 10 comes up. We do find Tyrell Williams. He does fall forward for the first. Gets about 2 extra yards after the first down, actually. So 1:22 left. Looking deep. There's not really much, so I have to playmaker Emmanuel Sanders up the field. I throw it, and it is kind of lobbed up there, but you know what? In Sanders we trust. So he ends up making that catch. Now we find Tyler Lockett. I really need I need to set up my receiving core a little bit better, because Tyler Lockett's my kick returner. I don't know why he was in there. I think he's like my 5th receiver. Usually I don't ever go to my 5th receiver. Like, they never seem to come in. But right there he did. But he ended up making a nice catch, so he got us a couple of yards. We're trying to mix in the run game a little bit right there. We gained 5, gained another 5, get 1st and goal. 34 seconds left, and we do end up cashing in with who else? Tyrell Williams in the end zone for the touchdown. So we do go up 16-7, and we are up by 2 scores before half. And I don't know, did we get the ball back at half? I think we do. We do get the ball back at half, I'm pretty sure. So, we're doing pretty damn good against this team that obviously is better than ours, but this dude doesn't have a very crazy scheme. I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this video probably have a better scheme than this guy did. He ran the same play a lot. I run the same play a lot, but I try to mix it up, send different audibles. This guy seemed like he ran the same routes on the same play every time, so it wasn't really that hard, to, stop it really. And if he tried to do anything different, I kind of knew where it was going. It was right there at the end of the half. Ross Cockrell ends up coming up with the interception in the end zone. There's really nothing there for him. He ends up kicking onside kick coming out of half. He does touch it first, so I get an extra, I think, what was that, 10 or 15 yards of field position. So we're already at the 35-yard line, so this dude is not doing so well, right away. Right there, Wally makes a nice catch, gets about 9 for us right there. We end up running on 2nd and 1 with Thomas Rawls. And surprisingly, this is where the game comes to an end. He does decide to go ahead and quit out after I do run with Rawls for a nice gain right there. So that was our Favre gameplay, guys. I can tell you that card is an absolute monster. I love that card. You guys will see. I actually have a special video coming tomorrow. It'll be a short video because I actually have some shit I'm doing, in my life right now that I kind of got to take care of. But tomorrow will be a shorter video, but it will be kind of a special video. So be sure to look out for that. I hope you guys enjoy it. So anyway, look out for that. I did hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out. Like a Hellcat.